The Whisperwood. Ancient, verdant, alive. Alara knew every path, every stream, every whispering leaf. It was her home, her sanctuary, her family. Each day began with the dawn. Alara would greet the sun, feeling its warmth on her skin. She practiced her magic amidst the ancient trees, drawing energy from the earth, feeling the forest respond. Her magic was young, like a sapling reaching for the light. But it was strong, fueled by her love for the Whisperwood. It whispered back, teaching her, guiding her. Alara was its child, and it, her teacher. The forest spoke to Alara. She felt it in the rustle of leaves, the murmur of the stream, the songs of the birds. Lately, the whispers had changed. They spoke of a darkness approaching. A chill touched the air, a shiver that ran deeper than the changing seasons. The forest felt uneasy, its vibrant energy tinged with fear. Alara felt it too, a knot of dread in her stomach. Something was coming, something that threatened the peace of the Whisperwood, the harmony she held dear. Alara knew she had to be ready. Her hand instinctively went to the small wooden flute that hung around her neck. A gift from the forest, it was more than just an instrument. It was a conduit, a way to channel her magic, a way to speak with the trees. He emerged from the shadows, a figure of darkness in the heart of the Whisperwood. His name was Morath, and his eyes burned with cold ambition. Morath sought the ancient magic that pulsed within the forest. He craved its power, not to protect, but to control, to bend to his will. His touch brought blight, his presence, a suffocating fear. He sensed her then, the forest's guardian, young and unproven. His lips curled into a cruel smile. She was nothing to him, a mere obstacle in his quest for power. Alara stood before him, small against his looming darkness. Fear threatened to consume her, but she stood firm. She was the Whisperwood's last defense, its protector. "The forest's magic will be mine," Morath boomed, his voice a rumbling echo through the trees. "Yield, girl, and I may spare you." "This forest is not yours to take," Alara's voice, though small, echoed with the strength of the Whisperwood. She raised her flute, its wooden surface glowing softly. "Leave now and never return." Alara knew this was a battle she might not win, but she would fight. For the whispers on the wind, for the rustling leaves, for the spirit of the Whisperwood, she would fight. Section 5. A Forest Awakened. Morath laughed, a harsh grating sound. He raised his hand, and tendrils of darkness snaked outward, twisting towards her like venomous serpents. Alara brought the flute to her lips and played. The melody was not one of sorrow or fear, but of defiance, of hope, of the unyielding spirit of the Whisperwood. The forest responded. Vines erupted from the earth, a living shield before her. The trees themselves seemed to awaken, their branches reaching out, leaves shimmering with a newfound energy. The Whisperwood, her home, was fighting back, and Alara, its guardian, would lead the charge. Section 6. Morath's Assault. Morath, enraged, unleashed his full power. The air crackled with dark energy, shadows twisting and contorting, transforming into monstrous creatures. They lunged at Alara, teeth bared, claws slashing. But the forest was ready. Vines ensnared the creatures, trees whipped their branches, sending them crashing to the ground. Alara continued to play, her melody growing in intensity, weaving a symphony of magic and nature. The forest responded in kind, its power surging through her, a torrent of life and energy. Morath was powerful, but he had made a grave mistake. He had underestimated the bond between the guardian and her forest. He had underestimated Alara. Section 7. Roots of Resistance. The battle raged. The air crackled with the clash of light and shadow, the clash of wills. Alara fought with the ferocity of a cornered animal, her flute a beacon of defiance. She directed the forest's magic, weaving spells of protection, of growth, of resilience. Trees grew stronger, vines thicker, their resistance stiffening with every note she played. Exhaustion gnawed at her, but Alara refused to yield. She could feel the forest tiring too, its energy waning under Morath's relentless assault. She needed to end this, to strike a decisive blow. Alara poured all her remaining strength into the flute, her melody shifting, becoming a call to arms, a desperate plea, a song of hope. Section 8. Light Against Darkness. Deep within the heart of the Whisperwood, something stirred. Ancient magic, dormant for centuries, answered Alara's call. A blinding light erupted from the heart of the forest, bathing the clearing in its brilliance. Morath, caught off guard, shielded his eyes from the unexpected radiance. Alara watched in awe as the light coalesced, taking the form of a majestic stag, its antlers wreathed in shimmering vines, its eyes burning with the accumulated wisdom of the ages. The forest spirit had awakened. Section 9. The Forest Victorious. The stag turned its gaze upon Morath, and he recoiled as if struck. The shadows that clung to him withered, his creatures of darkness dissolving into wisps of smoke. With a flick of its mighty antlers, the stag unleashed a wave of pure energy, a force of nature that slammed into Morath, sending him flying through the air. He landed with a sickening crunch, his dark magic dissipating like mist under a morning sun. Defeated, his power broken, Morath fled, disappearing into the shadows from whence he came. The light from the forest spirit faded, returning to the heart of the Whisperwood, leaving behind a silence so profound it was almost deafening. Alara stood there, bathed in the afterglow, her heart pounding. The forest was safe for now. Section 10. Guardian of the Glade. The Whisperwood slowly began to heal, the scars of battle fading under Alara's care. The trees stood tall once more, their leaves rustling in the breeze, a symphony of life renewed. Alara was no longer afraid. She had faced darkness and emerged victorious. She knew that Morath, or others like him, might return, but she would be ready. Alara was the guardian of the Whisperwood, its protector, its voice. The forest's magic flowed through her, stronger than ever, and she would ensure that its beauty, its peace, its ancient wisdom would endure for generations to come. The Whisperwood was safe, under the watchful gaze of Alara, guardian of the glade.